My name is Cherise Cody, and I am a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. The dream and calling that God has placed on my life is to lead those who lead and to serve those who serve. My biggest fear stepping out for this dream was that I would fail. All of my life I felt, if this was something I ever had the guts to pursue, I always felt that I wouldn't be strong enough to accomplish it. And I remember before leaving, just having this conversation with Scott, and he prayed over me, and then he said, I really feel like God just wants me to tell you that this is a dream that you're stepping out into. And when the storms come, and there will be storms that come, it's going to be a matter of what you do in that situation. Will you keep your eyes focused on God? If you can keep on taking it, you're going to make it all the way through. So I'm at OCS, and it's hard, it's challenging, but this is something I've always dreamed of doing. So I literally just, at the end of every day, when you're tired and you're exhausted and you should be sleeping, I would just lay awake in my rack, and I would just be so excited that, man, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I actually get to do this. Week 6 happens, and by this time I start to notice just this pain, in my hip, and it got to the point where I could hardly walk. Checked in with medical that day, and then 2 days later, they told me, you know what, you're done, you're going home. It's over, it's finished. And I just remember being so devastated. During that time, waiting to be picked up by the bus, the colonel of OCS comes in and says, Candidate Cody, you have what we're looking for, come back and see us this summer. Shakes my hand and is gone. So I had made up my mind, okay, I'm gonna go to physical therapy, I'm going to work really hard to recover, first of all, and then I gotta get strong again so I can go back. And I remember January 10th, it was just another day, I was at work, and I get a phone call from my mom that my brother had been in a car accident, and it was really bad, that I needed to come right away. So Scott and I, we jump on the first available flight, and my brother passed before we were actually able to get there. Just within this short period of time, having to go through just facing both of these realities, and what it meant for us and for our family, it was just a really difficult time. Thinking back, to what Scott had said before I left for OCS, and just the fact that, hey, I'm going to step out and I'm going to pursue this dream, and there's going to be storms, and it's about, what you do in those moments when the storm comes. And then the question was, now with my brother gone, what was I going to do next? And I really felt during that time of just pressing into God's heart and just sharing, the pain and the emotion I was going through, I really just felt that spirit just within me rise up and say, this is something that you need to go back and finish this journey that you started. Because again, it was always about getting to know God more. It was just my way of showing the enemy that, you know what, I know God is good, and I know that he loves me, and I know that I can trust him, and I want to see him do the impossible. And so being able to come back to OCS and just have that fire and that passion and that drive, it was just super motivating. Just having grit is more than just having patience or having endurance. It's this mental fortitude to have a reckless abandonment for God, and to trust in who God is so much, because you know him so well that when he gives you that mission, when he gives you that task to accomplish, that you have the faith to see it through to the end, no matter what.